Yo, what up? How you guys doing out there today? This is your boy Roto Beast, and I'm here to present you my MLB picks for Saturday, April 14th. If you're new to this channel, please make sure to click the subscribe button below. This way you can watch all of our MLB, NBA, and NFL videos. And if you want to play the actual lineups that we're playing every single night, visit our website at www.rotobeast.net. So, hey, guess what? You know what I'm going to say? Another monster night in the MLB for the money team. Yes, another one. I'm telling you, go check out our results. Go follow us Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at RotoBeast. Go check it out for yourself. Hey, we have been on absolute fire to start the season. Hey, go check out, one of our packages. Jump on the team. Thank me later. Hey, I'm telling you, we don't win every night, but we win a lot. So yeah. Anyways, we got a 6-game slate. This is the main slate. So before we jump into these picks, real quick, if you don't mind, hey, hit that like button for me. I really, really appreciate it, and it helps me out a lot. Thank you very much for doing that for me. And yeah, let's just jump into these picks. So we'll start at pitcher as always. Hey, by the way, tonight, man, I told you guys yesterday about Garrett Cole. I said, man, hey, I'm just gonna go with him. He's gonna be my pitcher, and it worked out very well. The guy, went absolute off. Gave up a couple solo home runs, later in the game, which was a little disappointment. So he didn't get the win, but he still had like 60 something fantasy points on Fanduel. Monster night for him. He was a great play tonight. There's a couple guys I think we could look at. But there's one guy I'm gonna go just like Garrett Cole. I'm probably gonna go with this guy and just test my luck. I like this rookie right here, Jameson Taillon. This guy, I mean, he's been pitching well to start the season. Going against a Miami team who's absolutely depleted. They don't have, really no good players on their team. This guy's been pitching well. Minnesota, he got 9 strikeouts in 5 and a third innings. Only allowed 4 hits. Got a win, 43 fantasy points. Complete game against Cincinnati, 7 strikeouts. So he's showing us the strikeout. The strikeout, is the upside is there right now. He's pitching very well, so I really like him a lot. Garrett Richards going against Kansas City. Kansas City, they're another team that they got rid of a lot of their good players, and they're not a team that really scares me too much. So Garrett Richards, probably a little bit more of a GPP play for me, but he's still a solid play. Rich Hill going against Arizona. Arizona is a team I really don't like targeting too much, but Rich Hill, his pitch is solid. The thing I don't like about him is he doesn't go deep into ball games. That's what I don't really like about him. But he's more of a GPP play as well. Like I was saying, I'm honestly just gonna go with Tyon for cash games. You can look at this guy, Junis. This young dude's been pitching well. Me personally, I'm not gonna be looking at him. He's had 2 really good games, but I'm gonna actually probably be targeting him a little bit. Honestly, I like the Angels bats a lot. I think people are gonna be on him, but he's not somebody that I'm gonna be personally targeting. Another guy that I'm gonna be looking at, well, 2 more guys. I like Chase Anderson. Very fair price tag going against the Mets. I don't expect him to have no monster game, but I think that he's gonna give you a solid floor. If you want to pay down a little bit this way, you can pay up, bat wise, and also for GPP. Look at Derek Holland. He had a couple definitely solid starts. At a very cheap price tag. Definitely, you'll get all the bats that you want if you go with him. So those guys, like I said, more GPP though. Um, then we'll go to catcher first base. Goldie, going against a lefty. Anytime he's going against a lefty, you gotta at least consider him. He crushes lefty for his career. Then we got Buster Posey going against Clayton Richards. Posey actually has really good numbers off this guy for his career as well. He's 12 for 29 with 2 home runs and 2 doubles. So, he likes hitting off this guy, and I think that definitely Posey's in a solid spot. Then we got Cody Bellinger going against Taijuan Walker. Bellinger, he's 7 for No, I'm sorry. Bellinger, he's I think 1 for 2 or something off of Walker. I didn't want to mention that. It's too small of a sample size, but I like him. He had a home run tonight. Tyon's a hard throwing righty, and I definitely think that Bellinger could get one off him tomorrow. Hosmer going against Derek Holland. I understand it's a lefty-lefty matchup, and that's not something we really want to target. But he actually has good career numbers off of Holland. He's 7 for 16 with a home run. So yeah, I mean, I think he's gonna be a low-owned guy. I mean, he started the season off solid, definitely a GPP play, but something that you can kind of be sneaky with. Then I'm gonna go with Albert Pujols. I mean, the Angels are absolute lighting it up right now. And this guy, I mean, he hasn't lost a step. He has 3 home runs already. He's playing some solid baseball. A bunch of multi-hit games. He's like I said, he's swinging the bat good, fair price tag. For a guy batting in the cleanup spot and one of the most deadliest lineups right now in baseball. Then if we want to save a little bit of money, I'm gonna look. I know I'm gonna like. I like Tyon a lot. Okay, don't get me wrong, and he's probably gonna be my cash game guy. But the only 2 guys on Miami that I even fear, Justin Bohr. I mean, he can take one out at any time. So I think he's a GPP flyer if you're not playing Tyon at pitcher, and then Dietrich. He's the only other Miami guy that even worries me at all. Um, they're both probably going to be batting up in the order, but as long as he gets around them, I think he's going to have a monster game, though. But for GPP wise, I think you could look at Bohr. And then one thing I will mention too, I forgot to mention, is Albert Pujols actually has a home run off this pitcher as well already. So, hey, it's a recipe for disaster for this guy, even though he's been pitching well. Now we'll go to second base, Cano, he has Graveman. He's 0-2 with the 9.45 ERA. That kind of tells you how his season started. Cano, he's batting 400. He's playing well. He just hasn't had a home run yet. And he's due for one. I definitely think this is a spot where he can get one. He has really good numbers off of Graveman for his career. 7 for 22 with 3 doubles and a home run. So I definitely think this is a spot where he can finally get a home run on the board. So I'm liking him on the higher end. Then we'll go down a little bit. Kinsler, my boy. I've told you guys, I've been riding this dude, and he's been paying off. Gonna go right back to the well tomorrow. He actually has a home run off this pitcher as well. So a bunch of Angels guys already have success on this guy. So man, hey, I feel bad for him. Then you got this guy Merrifield batting in the 2 hole. He has stolen base upside. He hasn't had a home run yet. He's definitely due for one. He's a fair price tag. So I think GPP wise, he's somebody that you can look at. Definitely probably go with Kinsler. Between those 2 though, Joe Panic going against Richard. This is another lefty matchup, but Panic has good numbers off him. He's 3 for 4 in his career. So definitely he sees the ball well off this guy. Richards is a decent pitcher, but Panic has been swinging the bat well, and I do like some Giants bats. Then lastly, Ketel Marte. He's been batting in the 2 hole. I like him. I think he's a solid play, very fair price tag. The thing about him is he doesn't really have tons of upside. I mean, he'll get you this occasional, 20, but he's going to average, get you anywhere probably around 6 points. On a good day, 15. On an extra good day, 21. But the price tag's fair, and he has got 20 a couple times already this year without hitting a home run. So he does have I would say a little bit of upside, but not the. I don't think the GPP takedown kind. I think he's a solid, like if you want to put him in your cash games, get you some value and kind of just move on. Third base, I'm going to start with Travis Shaw going against Harvey. This guy bats in the cleanup spot. Solid lefty-righty matchup. Harvey's not somebody that I really fear. I think that Shaw could take him deep in this matchup. Then Todd Frazier, I mean, he's been swinging the bat well. He has a couple hits career-wise off Chase Anderson already. I like Frazier. Kyle Seager, I like all the lefties for Seattle going against Graveman, been struggling, so he's definitely in play. Somebody I'm going to consider. Very fair price tag. If I want to save a little bit of money, Longoria, I know he's struggling a little bit to kind of start the season with the Giants, but hey, Richards is a lefty. This guy's been a career lefty masher. I think that this dude could, definitely get back on track in this game against this guy. Hit one now, possibly. And this guy Villanueva, he's definitely a GPP play. But he hit 3 home runs in one game, so he definitely has some upside. Just a cheap guy. If I was going to go between these guys, I probably would go Longoria. I'm going against a lefty, though. Shortstop, Kozar, absolute fire. On fire right now. All the Angels are. That's why I said I feel bad. People are going to chase this young dude, Junis, and I think he's going to get demolished. These dudes are hot. So I'm liking Kozar. Corey Seager, he's having a rough start to the season, but hey, this is a bounce back spot. He's 4 for 9 with the home run in his career against Walker. So I mean, this is a spot, and he's going to be low owned. He can maybe break out of his funk. Simeon batting in the leadoff spot. Going against Marco Gonzalez. Gonzalez is 1-1 with the 7.27 ERA. I like some of the Athletics righties. Him, you can look at the first baseman. What's his name? Matt Olson. You could there's a couple guys that you could look at. I like some A's righties going against yeah. So let me go. Okay, so Simeon. Sorry, I lost track. Okay, so I like Simeon. Segura going against Graveman, been struggling a bad. The Seattle team's probably going to put up some runs tomorrow, so throw Segura in there. And lastly, I'll go with cheap value play. I'm trying to get you guys some value and some high priced guys. Crawford, he's batting kind of in a bad spot in the lineup, but it's because he's been a little bit struggling this year. But in this matchup, going against Clay Richards. It's a lefty-lefty matchup we usually try to stay away from, but he is 5 for 17 in his career with the long ball. So yeah, I think he's a solid GPP player that you can look at. So let's move on to outfield. Mike Trout, you got to talk about him. Red hot right now. All his team is. They're gonna get to this guy. So you can look at Trout. Then we got Justin Upton. He has a home run off this guy already, so I'm going to be looking at him. And then you can look at, I'm going to just clump them together. Conforto and Cespedes, they both have some hits off of Chase Anderson already. Conforto already has a jack off him. So I'm liking those Mets guys going against Chase Anderson. Marte, you're batting in the heart of the order. Power upside, stolen base upside. He's a solid player. He's going to be low owned. I'm going against this guy Richards, who just he's not a very good pitcher. He's 0-1 with the 8.6 ERA. So Marte's in play. We got another giant, McCutchen, really starting to pick it up. Somewhat I would say. He wasn't a funk, but he's doing all right. We'll keep it at that. But he has good numbers off this pitcher. He's 4 for 10 with the homer, and he's gonna get hot. I definitely think he's gonna get hot. And I know he hasn't been doing the best, but when I mean picking it up, look how he started the season: 6, 3 straight overs, 3-6, had a monster game. But then now he's getting a little bit of key. He had a 56 fantasy point game. 25 and a 12. So, he's getting something together. You know what I mean? So, he's going to break out of it. He's going to start, getting in a solid. I just think he's in a good spot. I do like some Giants bats, and he bats number 3 in the order. And then, like I said, already does have a home run. Lastly, my boy, if he's batting 1 or 2 in the order, what they've been doing with him, my boy Jock, 2,300, going against Walker. This dude's 5 for 11 with 2 doubles off Walker career-wise already. So he would be a great value play if he's in the lineup. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with these picks, to be honest. I think that there is definitely some good spots that we could target tomorrow. So yeah, before I jump into these picks, though, if you don't mind, if you haven't already, please take that second and drop that like for me. It really helps me out. I really appreciate it. So yeah. Oh, and then one more thing too is I'll update this. I'll try to update this tomorrow. I can't promise because I'm gonna be very busy tomorrow, but I'll try my best to update this tomorrow around 12 or 1. It is for the main slate. So yeah, make sure you have those notifications turned on. This way you don't miss my update of my core plays. So yeah, let's just jump into it. So we start at pitcher, Tyon. I think he's a really good play. So I'm gonna be looking at him tomorrow, probably for cash games. Miami, like I said, they're a watered down team. They definitely are. So I'm liking Tyon. Then we will go to catcher first. I'm gonna have to go with my boy Bellinger. I mean, he's he's too cheap to be honest, and he has that upside that I'm definitely looking for. So we got Tyon, we got Bellinger, and oh, one more guy I forgot to mention that I do like at second base also is Villar. Switch hitter. He hasn't hit a home run, but he has upside. Like I said, I mean he hasn't done much. I understand, but this guy has upside. I played him a lot last year. He's still batting 302, so he's getting hits. He's just getting kind of whatever hits, but he's gonna have a monster game soon. So I think that's a great buy low opportunity on him. But yeah. So we'll move on. So we'll start with Bellinger, Tyon, and then where we at? Oh yeah, third base. I'm gonna go. No, actually, I'm gonna do this. I like my trout. I like my trout every day. I'm gonna go McCutcheon right there for those. Well, that'll be a utility spot. And man, tough one. Let me see. I'm gonna go right back to Kinsler. I like Kinsler right here. Yeah, so I think this is my core. This is kind of something I'm gonna be looking at tomorrow for sure to kind of get my cash game started. I definitely think that this is a great start. You got 2,600. So hey, if my boy Jock is batting in the 2 spot, put him in. He's gonna be your value play. I think this you can kind of work around this for sure. I'll update tomorrow if a good value play comes out. I'll post it on the comment section below. Let you know that I'm liking one of those guys. But yeah, hey. Make sure that you got the notifications on. I'll drop an update on this tomorrow. I'll talk to you later. Let's win some money. Peace out.